Again, welcoming you all to the observation of World Environment Day in Siliguri B.ED College. Our teacher training institute aims to train teachers who are well versed in the pedagogy, well skilled in classroom teaching, well endowed with empathetic nature and well aware of their social and environmental responsibilities. Today's workshop and plantation drive is another initiative by our college in that particular direction. And our alumni members who are already acting as responsible teachers have come forward to support their institution and to make this program a success. Today's program will be started with a group song to be performed by our present trainees. আজকের উদ্বোধনী সঙ্গীত রুক্ষতার পক্ষ চিরে সবুজের জয় গাথার কথা বলছে। শুনে নিন মরু বিজয়ের কেতন পোড়াও।
Address you all and to deliver the welcome speech to the day's program, that is the observation of World Environment Day. Today is 5th June, the World Environment Day, as announced already by Konal sir, and with the opening song Moru Bijoye Ketano Rao Shunye, the entire tone of the program has already been set, that goes well to the theme of this year's World Environment Day. We all know the significance and the history of World Environment Day, but just for a first recap, I would like to share the known informations once again, because the significance of World Environment Day has not decreased but is being increased day by day. So we have to remember, unless and until we reach the goal, so we have to remember the history of this day. The World Environment Day was established in 1972 by the United Nations at the Stockholm Conference on the Human Environment. That was a result of the discussions on the integration of human interactions and the environment. Now since then, over the past 5 decades, the significance, as I have told, has been increasing at a faster level. It is quite an irony, isn't it? We are advancing, we are progressing, but still we have not been able to secure the well-being of our environment. This year, the World Environment Day campaign focuses on land restoration, desertification and drought resilience under the slogan, "Our land, our future. We are generation restoration." Yes, we cannot turn back time, but we can grow forests, revive water resources and bring back soil. We are the generation that can make peace with land. 2024 will mark the 30th anniversary of the UN Convention to combat desertification. According to this convention, up to 40% of the planet's land is degraded, directly affecting half of the world's population and threatening roughly half of the global GDP. This is really a very big concern and should be a very big concern for all of us. The number and duration of droughts has increased by 29% since 2000. Without urgent action, droughts may affect over 3/4 of the world's population by 2050. Land restoration is a key pillar of the UN decade on ecosystem restoration. This decade spans from 2021 to 2031. A rallying call for the protection and revival of ecosystems all around the world, which is critical to achieve the sustainable development goals. Now, we have already seen that we have today a workshop on preparing future teachers, how to secure our land, our future. But this is not the first time that even a theme on World Environment Day is emphasizing on this desertification or the how to combat the land resilience and all these things, because already I have just a small slide to show you all that we just have heard that from 1973 we are annually celebrating the World Environment Day, but I have picked up some of the selected themes which focus on this topic. Right 1974, the theme was only 1 hour during Expo 74. Then 1977, ozone layer environment concern, land loss and soil degradation. So this is not a new theme, but it actually makes us aware that we have not worked enough. Since 1974, 1977, we have not worked enough to combat this problem. Rather, the problem is increasing in its intensity day by day. Then again 1978, development without destruction. 1979, only one future for our children, development without destruction. 1980, a new challenge for the new decade, development without destruction. Again, see 1984, desertification, and we are standing on 2024. What we have done, so that we have again the even just trying to just picking up our conscience कि उठो जागो, time तो हो गया. So 1984, the sole theme theme was desertification. But we are so proud of our progress, we are so proud of our achievements. Then 1992, only one art, care and share. Then 1994, one art, one family. Then 1995, we the peoples united for the global environment. 1996, our art, our habitat, our home. 1997, for life on earth. 1988, for life on earth, save our seas. Then 1999, our art, our future, just save it. 2002, give art a chance. For what? To live. Or maybe to breathe. Then 2006, deserts and desertification, don't desert dry lands. And then we are standing on 2024, land restoration, desertification and drought resilience. But I have not included this in the slideshow. But 2010 also the theme was many species, one planet, one future. 2021, ecosystem restoration, and 2022 only one art. So see that these things are quite recurring. So we understand that this is the time for action. We have had enough discussions, seminars, conferences, published research papers, books in journals, made films, documentaries, etc. I'm not saying that this is of no use because we will be continuing to do that, but that is not enough. We could not solve the problems yet. So this is the time for action, and so this year the IQAC of Siliguri B.ED College in collaboration with its Alumni Association have decided to organize a workshop where activities will be included. Only theoretical knowledge is now not enough. We have to implement our thoughts into actions. So it is well said that we hear, we forget. We see, we remember, we do, we learn. So based on the principle of learning by doing, the workshop will engage the participants not only to be aware or get concerned by the alarming hazards, but to take concrete steps also to combat it. I am very happy to state that our alumni have stepped forward to shoulder the responsibility to act as the resource persons of this workshop. We had two alumni with us today, Dipankar Chakraborty and Satarupa Dutta. I still consider, and of course we all the staff still consider them as the children of, still they are children of SBC family. They have earned their own identity, and during the instruction you will be knowing, but for us they are the children, but who have grown up and now they are ready to look after the institution as well. So with this note, I welcome you all. Hope we will be enjoying working with them, and I would like to end by quoting from Tagore's famous two lines, "Jahara tomar বিষাইছে বায়ু, দেখাইছে তব আলো, তুমি কি তাদের ক্ষমা করিয়াছো, তুমি কি বেসেছো ভালো?" তাই ভালোবাসা সম্ভব নয়, ক্ষমা করাও সম্ভব নয়, কিন্তু কাজ করাটা সম্ভব। So let's concentrate on working. With this note, I'll end.
Thank you very much, Arvi Madam, for this wonderful welcome address and encompassing the essence of today's program. Now moving on, আরেকটু সাংস্কৃতিক অনুষ্ঠান বাকি আছে। আচার্য জগদীশচন্দ্র বোস তার বিজ্ঞানিক চোখ দিয়ে দেখেছিলেন গাছেরও প্রাণ আছে, আর সেই প্রাণ যে আমাদের মতো ক্ষুদ্র গণ্ডিতে সীমাবদ্ধ নয়, আমাদের প্রাণের মতো ক্ষুদ্র গণ্ডিতে সীমাবদ্ধ নয়, সেই মহাপ্রাণের ছোঁয়ায় সজীব থাকে সমগ্র বিশ্ব। সে কথা নিজেদের লেখনীর মাধুর্যে বা সাবলীল ভঙ্গিতে বলে গেছেন বহু লেখক কবি। এমনই একটি সুন্দর কবিতা পাঠ করতে এবার ডেকে নিচ্ছি আমাদের চতুর্থ অর্থবর্ষের প্রশিক্ষণার্থী রাহেনা বেগমকে।
কবি সুকান্ত ভট্টাচার্যের লেখা আগামী। জড় নই, মৃত নই, নই অন্ধকারের খনিজ, আমি তো জীবন্ত প্রাণ। আমি এক অঙ্কুরিত বীজ, মাটিতে লালিত, ভীরু শুধু আজ আকাশের ডাকে। মেলেছি সন্দিগ্ধ চোখ, স্বপ্ন ঘিরে রয়েছে আমাকে। যদিও নগণ্য আমি, উচ্চ বট বৃক্ষের সমাজে, তবু এই শরীরে গোপনে মর্মর ধ্বনি বাজে। বিদীর্ণ করেছি মাটি, দেখেছি আলোর আনাগোনা, শিকড়ে আমার তাই অরণ্যের বিশাল চেতনা। আজ শুধু অঙ্কুরিত, জানি কাল ক্ষুদ্র ক্ষুদ্র পাতা, উদ্দাম হাওয়ার তালে তাল রেখে নেড়ে যাব মাথা। তারপর দৃপ্ত শাখা মেলে দেব সবার সম্মুখে, ফোটাবো বিস্মিত ফুল প্রতিবেশী গাছেদের মুখে। সংহত কঠিন ঝড়ে দৃঢ় প্রাণ প্রত্যেক শিখর, শাখায় শাখায় বাধা প্রত্যাহত হবে জানি ঝড়। অঙ্কুরিত বন্ধু যত মাথা তুলে আমারই আহ্বানে, জানি তারা মুখরিত হবে নব অরণ্যের গানে। আগামী বসন্তে যেন মিশে যাবে বৃহতের দলে, জয়ধ্বনি কিশলয়ে সম্বর্ধনা জানাবে সকলে। ক্ষুদ্র আর উচ্ছ নদী, জানি আমি ভাবি বনস্পতি, বৃষ্টির মাটির রসে পাই আমি তারই তো সম্মতি। সেদিন ছায়া এসে হানো যদি কঠিন কুঠারে, তবুও আমি তোমায় হাত ছাড়ি দেব বারে বারে। ফুল দেব, ফল দেব, দেব পাখির অভিযোগ, একই মাটিতে পুষ্ট তোমাদের আপনার জন্য। ধন্যবাদ।
सिलगुड़ी B.ED कॉलेज के आदरणीय प्रधानाध्यापक, सभी शिक्षक शिक्षिकागण एवं मेरे प्यारे भाइयों और बहनों को मेरा आंतरिक हृदय से नमन, अभिनंदन, कोटि कोटि प्रणाम। आप सभी के सम्मुख में सुदीप चेत्री एक छोटा सा कविता लेके उपस्थित हूँ, जिसका शीर्षक है भूमि बचाओ। कविता का शीर्षक भूमि बचाओ। खूब पेड़ लगाओ मेरे भाई, खूब पेड़ लगाओ मेरे बहन, क्योंकि धरती जल रही है, क्योंकि धरती जल रही है। सूरज का कहर दिनों बढ़ रहा है, सूरज का कहर दिनों बढ़ रहा है, यूं पिघल रहा है, यूं पिघल रहा है। और समुद्र में जल स्तर बढ़ रहा है, और समुद्र में जल स्तर बढ़ रहा है। पीने का पानी घट रहा है, पीने का पानी घट रहा है। इस सब के चलते यहाँ से जीव मर रहे हैं, इस सब के चलते यहाँ से जीव मर रहे हैं। कुदरत का दिया हुआ जो था तोहफा, कुदरत का दिया हुआ जो था तोहफा, वहाँ से हमने चुन चुन के पेड़ जो काटा। कुदरत का दिया हुआ जो था तोहफा, वहाँ से हमने चुन चुन के पेड़ जो काटा। खुद के सानों सोकर जीवन के लिए, खुद के सानों सोकर जीवन के लिए हमने नन्हे से पौधों को भी नहीं बख्शा, हमने नन्हे से पौधों को भी नहीं बख्शा। और जब हुआ तांडव कुदरत का, तो हमने कभी सूरज को कोसा, और कभी कभी तो भगवान को भी नहीं बख्शा, और कभी कभी तो भगवान को भी नहीं बख्शा। इसमें सवाल क्या कर सकते हैं हम, इसमें सवाल हम क्या कर सकते हैं। जो बीत गया सो तो बीत ही गया, जो बीत गया सो तो बीत ही गया, उसे तो हम बदल नहीं सकते। फिर भी अब से बहुत सारे पेड़ पौधे लगाए, फिर भी अब से बहुत सारे पेड़ पौधे लगाए, पर्यावरण को शुद्ध बनाए, पर्यावरण को शुद्ध बनाए, भूमि को प्रदूषण मुक्त बनाए, भूमि को प्रदूषण मुक्त बनाए। क्योंकि भूमि बचेगी तभी पेड़ पौधे बचेंगे, क्योंकि भूमि बचेगी तभी पेड़ पौधे बचेंगे, तब जाके हम सब बचेंगे, तब जाके हम सब बचेंगे, हम सब बचेंगे। धन्यवाद।
To finish it up within 1 hour. I'll try. Okay. So more plus 5 minutes, plus minus 5 minutes हो सकता है? Yes. Have you seen the slide? Okay, write down all the vegetations here. I'll just try to see that who can write down exactly 20 vegetations here. 20 names were there. Okay, you will get 1 minute time. Just 1 minute. The time is 1 minute. Your time starts now. Everybody is writing the names so attentively. It's so interesting to see. 20 names. I'll just see who can write the 20 names. I'll just see the person who can write the 20 names. Okay, stop writing. Pen down. Pen down. Okay. Just share your copy to your friend who is sitting next to you. She or he will check your copy. Okay, just share your copy. Okay, anybody who has written 20 names? Anybody? No, what? Okay, 19 names, 18, 17, 16. Okay, let's see, I will check. Let's see. 16. Okay, till now this is the highest, 16. 16. Okay. Okay, big clap for her. Big clap for her. Okay, so what we want to say from this small activity, that every time we look at different kind of vegetations around us. Yes or no? Do we see or not? Lots of vegetations around us. Do we really attentively see those vegetations? See? Do we see vegetation? What is the use of this? This is natural, this is normal. So, what I want to tell you, that this value should be between us, that each and every plant is important. Each and every plant is important. The way we consider that each and every animal deserves to be lived in this world, in the similar way, each and every plant is similarly deserving to live in this world. Repair word, a good word we got, repair. So what is the use? Why we are being concerned about repairing land? Is there any problem with the land? Is there any problem? And who is responsible? Nature is creating any problems on land? Who? Humans. We are responsible. If we are responsible, then who has to be answerable? Who will suffer? Who will suffer? We have to suffer. So now the question is that different kind of problems that we have in our on different kinds of lands, let us look at one by one. First of all, let us look at the causes of land degradation. Basic concepts are there. You have to just tell me which causes that we create, which of the following causes are associated with our activities. Like for example, drip irrigation. Are we associated with irrigation and all? All the students. Are we associated with irrigation? This level. Are we associated with irrigation and farming? No, we are not associated. Who are associated? Farmers. So we are farmers. Are we farmers? No. So irrigation, your over irrigation. Then we have climate change. Are we responsible? Here we are included in climate change. Then shifting agriculture. Are we associated with shifting agriculture? Then your deforestation. To some extent, to large extent, we are responsible for deforestation, climate change through our activities. Overgrazing. Are we associated with overgrazing? No. Then overuse of chemical fertilizers. Again, it is related to the farmers. Why I said this point? The reason is the things that we can do at our school. See, as a student, as a teacher, because that is the purpose of the workshop, preparing future teachers. As a teacher, as a student, what exactly we can do. So definitely we cannot do a lot of things about over irrigation, your overgrazing, your shifting agriculture, overuse of chemical fertilizers, but we can do certain things related to, tell me? We can repair related to deforestation and climate change. Our activities will definitely, our activities are impacting climate change and deforestation. So we will be focusing on this part. Now, who have happened? Land use pattern, in land cover pattern, do we have seen any sort of changes? The land use pattern, is there any change in land use pattern? Anyone, just you have to answer yes or no. Is there any change? Is there any change in land use pattern and land cover pattern? Only one respondent in answering yes. And the rest of you, what do you think? Yes, changing. So what kind of changes are taking place? Positive changes or negative changes? Acha, what about forest cover? What is happening in our forest? Decreasing. Anyone? Or forest cover increasing? Divided? Everybody is saying?
In some parts it's increasing, but
in some parts it's decreasing. Let us see. Yes. Now, okay. Look at this graph. Look at this graph. Tell me. Blue color is showing what? Forest area. Blue color is showing what? Forest area, forest cover. So what is the percentage? In the year of 1960, what was the percentage? 18 point, and in 2016 and 15? Yes, 23.30. So who were saying that forest cover is decreasing?
Most of them.
Is the data wrong? This is the data from NCRTs and this is the data from NRSC, National Remote Sensing Organization. So do we have to be concerned about deforestation and all? Still, do we have to be concerned? Okay. The reason is you all just see certain good changes are there, but you will find that the red point, the red color is showing what is built up area. Red color, barren land. Barren land means unused land. Unused land, the changes, look at the changes. After 50 years, from 18 to, how much percentage? 5%. Barren land has reduced. Unused land, okay, useless land, rather we say. All the barren lands, most of the barren lands are being converted into useful lands. And that is the reason those barren lands are being converted into sometimes forest areas and built up areas as well. Look at the built up areas, built up areas that you will see under area under non-agricultural area, deep yellow color. Earlier it was 4.9, and now it is 8.7, almost 9. Built up areas are increasing. Urbanization is increasing. So this data is showing, but at the same time forest cover is also increasing. Forest, I am not talking about scattered trees. The kind of trees that you have at your home, do you think those trees will be considered under forest? No, those are not forest. The forest cover is, in reality forest cover is increasing. Okay, who will tell me what is the ideal percentage of forest cover that can maintain an ecological balance in any sort of country? Huh? Okay, your geography student. Anyone has any idea about? 33% should be the forest cover in any country, in any region, in order to make a ecological balance. So here we can see what is the percentage we have in India currently, 23%. Then we are still lagging behind. So what percentage should be? So when you will get to see in the data that forest cover has been increased up to 33%, then there will be a success. Riparian area. Anybody is aware about the riparian area? Except you. Riparian area. Any science students should be aware of that. Riparian area. Okay. Anyone would try? Riparian area. Riparian area means any the transition zone between land and any inland water bodies. What? Tell me. Repeat. Inland water body. Everybody. Inland water. Say it. Repeat the words after me. Inland water bodies. Okay. So riparian areas are the areas or the transition zones between land and your inland water bodies. Clear? So here is the healthy riparian area, and another riparian area I am going to show you. See, what is the basic difference? What is the basic difference? So why I have kept this particular picture? The reason is at individual level, can we change any riparian area at our level? Can we change this? Yes, we can do. Yeah, alone at individual level or with some of your friends, can we not do this things by planting some trees along any rivers, along any lakes, or any artificial lakes, or we can create artificial lakes? Can we do this? So we will be only focusing on what we can do. We have, we are aware of lots of theoretical things, but the thing is that at individual level, can we do? We have to take some initiatives. So, are you clear about? Am I clear about?
Basic species of what she has said is quite correct, but the thing that impacting is like it causes some fight among the different factors that are needed for the survival, for example, nutrition and the demand of the oxygen in case of organisms like that.
Did you all hear invasive species? Let us look at the invasive species. So can we, these particular methods can be used any invasive species which are being harmful for other plants or other native plants. It actually does not allow the native plants to grow further. So in case of invasive plants, we can remove those plants. Can we do on our behalf? Can we do on our side? From our side, can we do that? Yes, we can do. So each and everything that I am trying to show you here is that what we can do. Can we do or not? At individual level. At individual level, we'll just look at this. And methods of soil conservation. Here, most of the factors related to your farmers. But can we do anything related to farmers? Anyone from farmers family? Okay, anyone is in touch with farmers? Any farmers in your localities and all? So can we convey certain messages? Can we convey, can we make them aware of with certain things? Crop rotations, cover cropping, strip cropping, terracing. These are related to the farmers. So we can make them aware. But so these are some of the methods of soil conservation, because soil is one of the valuable elements of land, right? Soil. So I'll not give detail about this thing. Okay. So you all have seen. Have you seen this type of terracing? Have you seen contour farming and terrace farming? One of the methods through which we can protect the land so that land erosion does not take place. Right? So these are some of the methods which can be used in the hilly areas. So these are some things. I think most of you all are aware of these two things. No? Have you all seen practically? Have you all seen? So how was it? Isn't it a good practice? Isn't it a good practice? Terrace cultivation. Then we have contour farming. So these are some of the land restoration practices that we can do. But as a student, as a teacher, we cannot do. But if anyone is from hilly region, raise your hand. Anyone is from hilly region? Anyone is there from hilly region? Okay, so you can definitely convey these things. Those who are not practicing this kind of methods. So you can convey these methods that control farming, terrace cultivation, and this give a huge amount of production as well. Okay, it's not like that we are using our environment friendly methods. Does it mean that we will not have sufficient production? No, it will. Okay, most of you all are answering. Okay, right. The first one is sprinkler, sprinkle. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, not sprinkle. Sprinkler irrigation. Sprinkle. So that water, whenever we do any kind of irrigation, and in that case, most of the time, what happens that water gets, what should I say? Water gets wasted. But so now some of you are not aware of this method, but now you got to know this is what is the name of this method? Sprinkler irrigation. Sprinkler irrigation. The second one, right hand side, second one. Are methods which are being used, What is this method that being used here? No, not cropping.
Irrigation method.
Avoiding the trees. It is called shelter bed. Have you heard? Shelter bed. Shelter bed. For example, in order to make a shelter bed. So there, one circle or one borders are created around the land or around the desert. That's called shelter bed in order to protect land, in order to resist land erosion, soil erosion. So that is called shelter bed. Okay, in desert. Drip irrigation. Drip irrigation mostly suitable for vegetables, and it is mostly suitable in the dry region. Dry region where water shortages are prevalent. See, this is your plateau region, the right hand side, left hand side, and this is your hilly region. So changes are visible, changes are clear. Do we feel any satisfaction when we see green? The minute I saw all these plants, because during our time, I think we are not being able to do these kind of activities, but you people are lucky that you are making or you are planting these useful trees, useful plants, and just see, every time, any sort of plants that you are planting, you are working for our earth. You are giving to you are just, see, as a child, as children, what is our response? Bountifully, abundantly. It means we are not respecting its gifts. Do we have to give or not? What nature is giving us. We are responsible to reap it, to give it back. So changes are visible. So this is one of the legs, and this is a river, a kind of canal. See, again, certain changes are being visible or not. So we can do this thing too. Along the lakes, along any small streams, along the rivers, okay, along any natural lake, we can plant trees and a new biodiversity will form, new ecosystem will be developed. Here, see, and this is, I just want to mention that this is the mangrove trees in Navi Mumbai, and this is in Chandigarh. See, what is our role here? Do we have any role here? Yes or no? Yes. So we can do this kind of transformation. Can we do? Sometimes we should take this kind of initiatives. Have you seen this lady? Salumarada Thimmakka. What she has done at individual level. What is the purpose of my session is that at individual level, can we change? Can we transform at bigger level, at larger level? Can we do this? Can we do this or not? Somebody was asking at individual level, is it possible? Yes, some of the examples we are going to see from here. Salumarada Thimmakka. and she has planted nearly 8,000 trees with her husband. You know which trees? Banyan trees. Banyan trees. And she has been conferred with Padma Shri as well. So at individual level, can we forget about our responsibility? Can we say that we cannot do anything at an individual level? Can we say? Tell me now. Can we say that at individual I don't have to do anything? Government will do. That transformation? Okay. So this is another person, that is Bandana Shiva. Bandana Shiva, she is famous for promoting organic farming. She has promoted, she has fought for the organic farming so that we can use organic farming. Which state is famous for organic farming? Sikkim. Why not West Bengal? Why not other states? Why we are not implementing organic farming in other states as well? Tulsi Gora. Tulsi Gora. And she is known as Encyclopedia of the Forest. Tree goddess. Encyclopedia of Forest. Tulsi Gora, claimed environmentalist from Karnataka. She is from Karnataka, and for her unparalleled knowledge and lifelong dedication to forest conservation. And she has also got Padma Shri. Anybody is willing to get Padma Shri? Is there anyone? We can. We have this potential. If they can, most of them are not formally educated. We know all this theoretical knowledge, but they don't have any formal education. But still they are being able to do this. Why not us? Everybody has, if you have drought concept. Geography students are raising their hands. Other than that, drought. Okay, so
Specific area when the rainfall is less than dropping and so the normal rainfall
please clap for her. Very good, very good. Have you heard? So basic concept. Drought is what? For example, each and every area is expected to have a certain amount of rainfall. But if that rainfall drops, remember that drops by 50%. Drops by 50%. 30 to 50, that is the rate. If it is dropped by 30 to 50%, then we will be calling it this time this region or this state is facing drought condition. Now the question is that does it only happen because of climatic change? Like climate is only responsible for that drought, or nature? Only nature is responsible for that? Are we also responsible for creating that drought conditions? We are also responsible. Now whose role it is to recover it? Ours. Let us see what it will do. What is the meaning of precipitation? Rainfall. So what is the meaning of precipitation? Rainfall. Where prolonged periods of long precipitation and high temperature and increased evaporation. Increased evaporation. These three geographical factors are responsible for creating any drought condition. So precipitation will be lower, temperature will be higher, okay, and evaporation will be higher. So in those kind of situations, drought condition can come up. Points, uneven rainfall distribution. Somewhere rainfall is very high, extremely high, and extreme events. Anybody has heard about extreme events? Extreme events. Like any sort of disaster or hazards are called as extreme events that we do not expect. Now it is every year we are facing what? Cyclones, tropical cyclones. Every year the frequency has increased. Yes or no? The frequency of all these extreme events is increasing. Impacts of drought, we know that because of drought condition, agriculture will suffer, our day-to-day life will be suffering, livestock losses are there, land degradation. Land degradation is also one of the biggest impacts of drought condition. Whenever what would happen, there will be runoff and some of the water will be infiltrated and it will, and groundwater will be richer. So in wherever buildings are being constructed, wherever concretization is taking place, we have to ensure that we have to keep the open surfaces. Can we be able to do this at our home? We can do, but I have seen many people, they are just covering all their lands with concrete. So from where all these, during rainfall, how this infiltration will take place? How groundwater will be recharged? We are stopping groundwater infiltration. We are stopping rain to infiltrate. So isn't it our fault? Irrigation system. So certain irrigation system, if you are doing indoor planting, then rooftop harvesting, then we can use certain irrigation system. You can make reels out of it. You can earn a lot of money as well. Yes or no? Many people are making reels and earning money. Am I saying right or not? It's right. So many people are making reels and all. Water management strategies, water recycle, stormwater I have already talked about, integrated. Let us see. Okay, green infrastructure that we can do at our home, in front of our home. Green infrastructure. Water conservation, okay. Drought tolerant landscaping and gardening according to our climate. So what I was thinking that those who are traveling in hilly regions, you can bring some of the plants. Those plants you can definitely put it up in your home or if you have sufficient place or on the rooftop. Can you not do this? You can be able to do that. Okay. So drought tolerant landscaping we can do, gardening, your kitchen gardening, then your green infrastructure. Just see. This is one of the since we are living in a urban area and mostly we are living in a residential plot, I think, right? Or see the infrastructure. This infrastructure has certain name. Can you be able to tell me? It is a rule of ours. Right? Community-based plot, definitely community involvement is important in our day-to-day activities. It is not like that at individual level we can do a lot of things. Definitely we need cooperation, coordination, collaboration with your friends, teachers. So my concern was to deliver that at individual level as a student, as a teacher, what we can do in our educational institution, in our home, right? So conclusion. So successfully I am going to complete the whole session within 1 hour. Okay? 2 minutes. I have still 2 minutes.
Dutta, alumni of this B.ED college and presently working as a faculty at DKMI. Firstly, I would like to thank to all my respected teachers of Siliguri B.ED college for giving me this opportunity on this day. Okay, let's start. Firstly, I would like to consider that this topic, deforestation and desertification, are actually correlated. If I consider deforestation is one of the cause, then desertification one of its effects. Okay. Firstly, we will learn about the deforestation, then we will move forward to desertification. Okay. Does anyone have any idea regarding deforestation? Have you anyone seen it anywhere? Where? Please answer. Bangla, Hindi, English, that's all options are there. Yes, college options. Huh? So college options are there. Exactly. তাছাড়া আজকে আমরা দেখেছি যে in the Natigara side, Champashari side, Alugara side, many plants are cut down for the sake of making roads and big apartments, and that is huge problem in India. Today I have to suffer many traffic jams because there is one tree cut down near the science city. Okay? I hope so many of you have to face it. So here is the definition. As you all know, a forest is a highly complex, constantly changing environment made up of a variety of living things and non-living things. Okay? There are mainly 6 major groups of forests in India: moist tropical, dry tropical, montane subtropical, montane temperate,
alpine. Okay, what we get from wood, forest? What are the basic uses of forest? There are a lot of uses, we know, like everything, food, fuel, timber, everything. But broadly we can divide it into three parts. That is commercial use, ecological use, and aesthetic use. Firstly, let's talk about commercial use. We all know that forests supply wood as fuel. We get the raw material like paper. We use paper, board. We use resin, gums. We use many medicines, many drugs. Okay. And next, come to the next slide. Ecological use. Obviously, plants and forests are the supply of oxygen production. If there is no plant, there is no oxygen. Okay. Moreover, personally, আমি forest को पसंद करूँ because of its pretty nature, natural air. ये जो पूरा जो green environment होता है, that only ये forest हम लोगों को supply करता है. One of the example is Bengal safari, right? And obviously, ecotourism provides a growing income. हम लोग जब जाते हैं बेंगल सफारी में, तो obviously there is a ticket system. सफारी का अलग होता है, तो it also provides a tourist income. Okay. Now let's come to the deforestation. What is deforestation? Everyone knows, I hope also. Deforestation is the full or large-scale removal of a forest or area of trees in order to clear land for human development. Obviously, मैंने अभी बोला कि ये शिलीगुड़ी का जो शिलीगुड़ी के साइड में जो है चंपाशहरी, माटीगाड़ा साइड, शालूवाड़ा साइड, सभी जगह का जो पेड़ है क्यों काट रहे हैं? फॉर द बिल्डिंग्स, दो न्यू बिल्डिंग्स बन रहे हैं, स्काईडेल, न्यू मोड, और भी हम लोग का जो सेंटर का पास में जो लैंड हो रहा है क्यों हो रहा है? ताकि हम लोग और भी डेवलपमेंट कर सकें. तो अकॉर्डिंग टू द UN conference in 1992, deforestation is defined as land degradation in arid, semi-arid and sub-humid areas resulting from various factors including climatic variation and human activities. Okay, in this slide you can see there are top 10 countries with high deforestation. Okay, very good. Next, anyone?
Someone said cultivation.
Okay. And what do you think? What is the most important and root cause of deforestation? वो urbanization जो हो रहा है वो किसके लिए हो रहा है? Because of population growth. Obviously, population growth हो रहा है तो urbanization तो चाहिए ही चाहिए. तो the root cause of the deforestation is population growth. As the growth of population is increasing, so the increase in need of buildings, food, road also, right? More the population, more the need of home, more the need of house. Okay. Obviously, खाना भी चाहिए, खाना भी लगे important होगा. So as our population increases, we need more land to grow crops and food to feed the people. According to the report, 80% of deforestation is caused by this agriculture. Timber and plywood industry are mainly responsible for the destruction of forest trees. Plywood is people living near to the forest. They obviously need wood for their cooking purpose or the heating uses just such as keeping the fire on the warmth at night. जो लोग फॉरेस्ट के नियर पे रहेंगे उन लोगों को चाहिए कुकिंग के लिए या फिर चाहिए उनका रात में जो ठंडा लगता है उसको इन्वायरमेंट को बैलेंस करने के लिए चाहिए. India, you can see here in the 1985 1995, there is only 26%. But in the last 39 years, it is increases up to 56%, which is really alarming. And we have to, मतलब हम लोग को अभी जागना है, नहीं तो ना पेड़ बचेंगे ना हम लोग बचेंगे. The first effects of deforestation is climate imbalance and climate change and decrease in rainfall. Okay, এবার বলো তোমরা কে কে শিলিগুড়ি লোকাল? হাত তোলো, কে কে শিলিগুড়ি লোকাল? একদম ছোটবেলা থেকে যারা আছে। এখন একটা কথা বলো, এখন যে শিলিগুড়ির ওয়েদার, শিলিগুড়ির যে চেঞ্জিং এনভায়রনমেন্ট, ছোটবেলা যখন ছোট ছিলে তখন কি সেম ছিল? এত গরম, এত হিট, এত ছিল না। মানে এরকম শিলিগুড়ি মানে বলতে গেলে ইন্ডিয়াতে ফেমাস ছিল, ইন্ডিয়াতে না হলে নর্থ ইস্টার্ন ইন্ডিয়াতে ফেমাস ছিল। শিলিগুড়ি এমন একটা জায়গা যেখানে কখনো গরম পড়ে না, গরম পড়লেও কি হয় সন্ধ্যাবেলা বৃষ্টি হয়ে যায় আর ওয়েদার খুব ভালো হয়ে যায়। তো এখন কি সেটা হচ্ছে? এখন শিলিগুড়ি কলকাতাকে টেক্কা দিচ্ছে, এমনও হচ্ছে কলকাতার ওয়েদার ভালো কিন্তু শিলিগুড়িতে গরম। কেন হচ্ছে? অবভিয়াসলি হচ্ছে, হবে গাছ কাটা হচ্ছে, এত পপুলেশন বাড়ছে, তো ওই ইয়েটা আসবে কোথা থেকে? আর শুধু এখানে না, দার্জিলিংও কম গরম পড়ে না এখন, গ্যাংটক তো শিলিগুড়ির মতোই অবস্থা। মানে এত ট্যুরিজম বাড়ছে, তার জন্য কি হচ্ছে? বিল্ডিংস বানাতে হচ্ছে, ওই জন্য কি গাছ কাটা হচ্ছে, অবভিয়াসলি কি হচ্ছে? হিট প্রোডাকশন হচ্ছে, ক্লাইমেট চেঞ্জ হচ্ছে, ল্যান্ডস্লাইডস হচ্ছে, যেটা রিসেন্টলি সিকিম এরিয়াতে হলো। তো অবভিয়াসলি হয়েছিল, কেন হয়েছে? অবভিয়াসলি এত বেশি ডেভেলপমেন্ট হচ্ছে, তো হবে এখন ফ্লাডিং হচ্ছে, কন্টিনিউয়াসলি ফ্লাডিং। এখন কমপ্লিটলি পিওর হোয়াইট উত্তরাখণ্ডে হয়েছে, আর মানালি সাইডে হয়েছে, কোন দিকে হয়নি? সব দিকে সাইডেই হয়েছে। Moreover, as the deforestation occurs, obviously the to leave their house and may come to our locality. There, hence, what occurs? Man-animal conflict. They lost their wildlife habitat, loss of biodiversity. Okay, and not only they lost their habitat. In fact, we also lost our medical plants because the forests are the main source of medicinal plants. Okay, that water evaporates from the ground level, condenses for the cloud formation and precipitates in the form of snow or water. But this deforestation can totally disrupt the water cycle. You say, what can be the solutions? Okay, वो तो हम लोगों के हाथ में नहीं है, जो हम लोगों के हाथ में है वो हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं? First thing, population control और plant more and more trees. यही हम लोग कर सकते हैं, अपने घर से स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं। तो फर्स्ट क्या है? कोऑपरेशन। If we can cooperate with each other, then the process can be solved. Okay. Government should have also take responsibilities and should initiate some nature-friendly policies. Like if someone cut one tree, then he or she should plant 3 trees. Individual. बोलते ना, भला काम अगर शुरू करना है तो अपने घर से करो, right? Individually we have to do this. क्या करना है? Plant more trees तो है, we should recycle things such as papers, glass, plastic bottles. Okay? We can do this by. And how can you help others? We can educate others. We can use renewable food sources. We can reduce paper consumption. We can use recycled products. Effects. Okay? So the United Nations official definition says desertification is land degradation in typical dry areas resulting from various factors including climatic variations, human activities, typically losing its bodies of water as well as vegetation and wildlife. It occurs mainly in semi-arid lands which border the world's major desert. Categories of desertification, we can classify it in the four groups: light desertification, moderate desertification, severe desertification and very severe desertification. In the case of light desertification, there is a slight damage and not much affect the biological capacity. In the moderate desertification, soil reduce productivity by 10 to 25%. In the severe desertification, reduces production up to 50%. And in the very severe, it is completely damaged. Okay. There are the causes of desertification. As I have already mentioned, there are many, these are the results of desertification like overgrazing, overcultivation. What is overcultivation? Overcultivation means it is the repeated cultivation in the same land can cause the damage of that particular soil. वो क्या बाद में करेगा कि वहाँ पे नेक्स्ट के लिए जो नेक्स्ट वेरिएशन ग्रोथ होगा उसके लिए वो टाइम नहीं मिलेगा. तो कंटिन्यूअस क्या होता है, कल्टीवेशन हो रहा है. ओके, यू कैन क्लियरली सी दैट here in this picture you can see that the desert portion are expanding and the water bodies are shrinking. See, here are the more water bodies. And in the 1992 there is a picture and in the 2022 there is a picture. So these are the pictures of the same place taken in different times. And it clearly shows that the water bodies are continuously shrinking and the desert portion are continuously expanding. According to the report, it says that our Great Indian Third Desert is continuously moving towards the New Delhi at the rate of 0.5 km per year. शायद उसको भी दिल्ली पे रास करना है, इसलिए वो continuously they are coming to the New Delhi. Tackling desertification. So, how we can fight this problem? The most obvious and the foremost solution is the plant more and more trees. Okay. Second, see here, Indira Gandhi Canal is the longest canal in India, which starts from the Harina barrage and ends in the Thar Desert, Rajasthan. Previously, it is known as the Rajasthan Canal. It actually served as a irrigation in the Thar Desert. Okay. The Great Green Wall. Moreover, we should try to build a green wall of trees like China's to stop the expanding of Thar Desert towards more expanding. तो हम लोग ये भी कर सकते हैं. It has a goal. Their goal is to increase forest tree cover to the extent of 5 million hectares. They have set a goal to increase the forest or tree cover to the extent of 5 million hectares. The UNCCD COP14 is a 10-day meeting which ended on
যদিও আমাদের বৃক্ষরোপণ কর্মসূচি এখন বাকি আছে, তো যাই হোক, আমাদের এই অনুষ্ঠানকে সর্বসম্মতিক্রমে উদ্যোগী করার জন্য প্রথমেই ধন্যবাদ জানাতে হয় আমাদের মহাবিদ্যালয়ের পরিচালন সমিতির সভাপতি এবং তথা সকল সদস্যদের, এবং তার সাথে সাথে ধন্যবাদ জানাতে হয় আমাদের অধ্যক্ষ মহাশয় ডক্টর দিপাঙ্কর মহাশয়, যার কর্মসূচি মনোভাবনায় আমরা এই অনুষ্ঠানটি করতে উদ্যোগী হয়েছি। তার সঙ্গে ধন্যবাদ জানাই আমাদের সহযোগী অধ্যাপিকা ডক্টর দিপাঙ্কর মহাশয়কে আমাদের সঙ্গে থাকার জন্য। তার সাথে ধন্যবাদ জানাই ডক্টর নিত্যগোপাল মন্ডল মহাশয়কে, সহকারী অধ্যাপক সদস্যের সহকারী অধ্যাপক সৌরভ দাস মহাশয়কে, সহকারী অধ্যাপক কর্ণাথ দত্ত মহাশয়কে, থেকে বেশি আমরা আনন্দিত, গর্বিত, এবং তার সাথে সাথে ধন্যবাদ তো অবশ্যই জানাতে হয় আমাদের যে দুজন প্রাক্তনী আমাদের যাকে সাড়া দিয়ে তারা নিজেরা উদ্যোগী হয়ে এসেছেন এবং এই দুটো কর্মশালা পরিচালনা করেছেন, আমাদের প্রাক্তনী দীপঙ্কর চক্রবর্তী এবং প্রাক্তনী শতরূপা দত্তকে, এবং তার সাথে আরও যারা প্রাক্তনী আমাদের যাকে সাড়া দিয়ে এখানে উপস্থিত হয়েছেন তাদেরকেও আমাদের সকলের পক্ষ থেকে, আমাদের মহাবিদ্যালয়ের সকলের পক্ষ থেকে তাদেরকে আন্তরিক অভিনন্দন এবং ধন্যবাদ জানাই। এবং তার সাথে সাথে সবার শেষে ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি আমাদের সর্বকর্মী যারা সবসময় আমাদের সাথে থাকেন, আমাদের কলেজের শিক্ষাকর্মীগণকে এবং বর্তমান সকল প্রশিক্ষণার্থীকে ধন্যবাদ।